Man United 0, Spurs 3. Absolutely disgusting performance from us. And you know what? There's nowhere to hide. There's no coming back from that. There's no more excuses. There's no more hanging on to marginal gains of positivity. It's a fucking shit show. Absolute shambles. And I'll tell you what, a big thing that pissed me off today was the fact that in the second half, when there was that flurry of trying to play well, they're not fooling me anymore. They're not fooling me anymore. I'm fed up of trying to look for the positives and trying to hang on in there at the point that we might turn around. And listen, there's going to be a lot of people who say, we told you this, we told you that. That's absolutely fine. I'm not actually concerned about that. If we call a spade with what we're seeing, we are seeing no progression. We are seeing the purchases that we're making not make an impact. We're seeing a manager get outdone by every single person he's playing against, and we're seeing shit results. So there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. I mean, to be losing the game after 2 minutes. Bruno with a stupid, pathetic pass behind Garnacho. Rashford with an even more stupid touch out to Van der Ven. And then what happens, like the same thing we saw against FC20, Van der Ven runs straight through the heart of everybody. Of absolutely everybody. Ugarte was brought in to clean people out and be a high volume tackler. He runs past him. Mazraoui doesn't come across quick enough. He runs past him. De Ligt gets sucked in, and it's a very, very easy goal. How many times have we seen that? This is not an isolated incident. This is not something that happened by accident. This is not something that happened by chance. Something that we haven't seen before. We see it every fucking time we concede, and enough is enough. It's as simple as that. There's no other way to call this thing. And you don't want to be reactionary. You don't want to be against your manager. You don't want to be pressing a reset button every single time and back to square one. Do I have all the answers standing out here in a pissing rain? No, I don't. But what I can see is that this is not working. And in my opinion, when I'm looking at it, I don't see how it's going to work. How bad, how much worse do we have to get? I watched Ipswich versus Aston Villa just before that with a clear identity, a clear way of playing, a clear style of play. And they put them under pressure. We're seeing far too many teams with a lot less evidence, a lot less sample size, do a lot more than us. I try to give Erik ten Hag the benefit of the doubt, and I know that I'm pissed off now and I can see a different side, but I understand that, you know, that's what happens, but I don't necessarily regret that. But we can only go off what we're seeing, and what we're seeing is not enough progression. It's as simple as that. And it doesn't matter what player it is. It doesn't matter what team he picks. It doesn't matter what formation he plays. It's the same outcome. That can only lead to one man. He steers the ship. You know, Ange Postecoglou was under pressure a couple of weeks ago. They wanted to fucking get rid of him. He's come over and done Ten Hag. Arne Slot's been in the country for a couple of months. He's undone Ten Hag. Marco Silva pretty much undone us on the first day of the season. Russell Martin for 35 minutes, pretty much undone us. How many more times? FC20 haven't probably been in the fucking Europa League or any form of Europe for ages. They've undone us. Spurs don't really get big wins on the road against the top six. They've come and undone us. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And then there's this, like I say, look, there's this situation where, again, we're trying to find positives where there are none. That's what I've realised. There are none. There's no positives, and I can't see how Erik ten Hag turns this around. I can't see it. I've got to go to Porto on Wednesday. I don't want to go. I know what I'm going to see. Then guess what? Get back to that and go to Villa Park. I don't want to watch it. We know what we're going to see. Might do all right for 5 minutes. I tell you what, Ipswich, like I said, just gave Villa a game. Will we at Villa Park? No, we won't. It's pathetic. It really, really is pathetic. And you're just running out of expletives, you're running out of adjectives, you're running out of ways to break this down. We're comical. It doesn't matter. Like I say, De Ligt is in there now. Mazraoui is in there now. You've got Joshua Zirkzee in there now. What's the excuse? What more does he need? What more does he need? And that's the thing, you're trying to find ways to break it down in any other way than this, and you can't, because the facts are the facts. You know, I pleaded before the game. I said, I know Bruno's going to start this game, but please have a fucking good game. Please just fucking turn up. He can't beat the charges. I backed him for ages. He can't beat the charges. It's as simple as that. And it isn't just Bruno's fault. It's not just him. Garnacho, you know, he's trying to get at people. Not enough quality there. Xerxes wasn't doing too much, not enough quality there. In midfield, we've just chased Ugarte for all of the fucking summer. For 50, 60 million. And what did we say? We also said before he got here, he's not going to be the answer, just him one. And what happens? He comes into this team and he looks fucking shit as well. It doesn't matter who it is. Whether it's Kobe Mainoo, whether it's Bruno Fernandes, whether it's Ericsson, whether it's Mason Mount. You get rid of players like Fred and Amrabat and McTominay. And we say, yeah, they're not Man United players. And look how we look now when they leave. We look fucking worse. And that's not me saying, by the way, guys, bring these guys back. What I'm saying is that the decisions we're making and the types of players we're bringing in aren't improving us. And you have to look towards the manager. We are so open. And then I will get to the characteristics of the players and the mentality of the players, because this isn't all just on Ten Hag. He deserves his fair share of criticism because it's his team. It's his players, it's his tactics, and he's getting outdone every single week. But these players, my God, the mentality of these players is on the fucking floor. It's on the floor. It's scary. At times it's comical. At times it's funny. At times it's funny. And I say that through gritted teeth, because when you see some of the things we do and how often we do them and how bad some of the play is, you just laugh. To concede that goal after 3 minutes and then get peppered time and time after that. De Ligt starts giving the ball away. Dalot starts giving the ball away. Bruno's been doing it all year. Rashford making poor decisions. Touches going out of play. They got no fucking cojones, as Troy Deeney says. Like, why can't we be in adversity and stand up and be counted for? When it went down to 10 men, did any of you have an inclination or a little bit of a thought that actually we could maybe stay solid, keep it 1-0 for as long as possible, and then try and make something? Because I didn't. I said, I'll tell you what, we'll come straight out and we'll probably concede. This will be 3s and 4s. And that's exactly what it fucking was. Erik ten Hag gets the chance to get the team in, get organised, say, listen, that was shit, but it's only 1-0. And yes, it's 10 men. Keep compact, keep in the game, and Spurs will still give you chances because they're not perfect. What do? Concede after 2 minutes. And then what happens? Now we try and stroke the ball a bit about the place. Now we try and play with a little bit of confidence. And fair play to all the fans that were singing in there as well, because them players did not fucking deserve it. They didn't deserve it. They're not pulling the wool over my eyes by when they're 2-0 down, then trying to put some passes together and huff and puff. No. Where was that in minute 1? Where was that in minute 5, minute 10, minute 15, and so on and so forth? It was nowhere to be seen. Where's that been over the last 6 games of the season? Where's that been over the last fucking 3 years on a consistent basis? Nowhere to be seen. So they're not going to pull the wool over my eyes by having these little fraudulent performances or fraudulent passages of play where I go, actually, we might be able to do this, or actually, we might be able to do that. We ain't doing nothing. Teams are happy to play against us. They look forward to playing against us, and they exploit us very, very easily, whether it's home or away. And that's the harsh truth of this. The cookings, the whole that, the told you this, all of that. I'll take that all day long. I don't care. That's what this comes with. That is what it is. But it's time to just call this as it is. And I just do not see a way back from this. Smashed by Liverpool at home 3-0. Smashed by Spurs at home 3-0. Hanging on against Southampton. Couldn't get it over the line against Palace. Smashed Barnsley where we think, fucking hell, this is decent. What, is League One our level? Scraping a win against Fulham. That's what the season's been. And now we've got to go away midweek to Porto. And then away to Aston Villa. If he's on the wrong end of that international break, I think Ineos will make the change. I do. I honestly feel that way. If he gets some results, which, my God, I hope he does. I really, really hope he does. Then it might be something to build upon. But do I trust these players to put in a performance when their asses are on the floor? Kobe Mainoo's out injured. I don't know how bad that is. Mason Mount, I think, went down with a head injury. I don't know how bad that's going to be. And someone else was injured as well. We lost the third. I can't remember who. Oh, and Bruno's now out for 3 games. That might actually fucking help us. So there you go. Drop your views in the comments. I'm sure you will. I've had enough. I'm out of here. Peace.